Hello everyone, my name's Chill Gaming and this is Edencrafters episode 2, my playthrough. Last time we left it off and we built this little setup here that was going to make the plates and nails. I've changed it slightly and put a splitter in, and it's going into 2 foundries and then going into 2 storages and then coming out to 2 producers, and these produce the plates and the iron rods, and then they're simply going into storages. I've also, as you know, last time we made this gas converter that's now made water down there. I've got a water pump, so that produces 100 litres, I believe. I don't know where it shows you here, but I'll show you actually on the build menu. A Q. So that tells you some fuel to purify. So how much does it actually do? Interesting. Okay, well this has 100 litres. Is what the water pump gives you. As you can see there, water production 100 litres a second. Now it's producing 74 litres a second because this is taking out the greenhouse here 50 litres. So you think that'd be 50, which is interesting. It's also going to that fertilizer, which is taking 30. So that's 50, 60, 70, 80 out of 100. So it does say 100. So maybe there's something not right there. I don't know, but I'm not fussed. I can put more of them down. The other thing that it's done, let's just get some more oxygen. I'll put a whole load more wind turbines down. Get out of there. And we've got 101 megawatts, and we've used 26. I've also stuck an advanced miner on this rock. So you can see we're now producing loads of rocks. And I've also stuck one up on the silicon, and it's coming down and storing a standard silicon in here. Then going into the forge, doing some crazy work with a conveyor belt and storing, silicon blocks or whatever ingots in there. What I need to do now is go up, and you can see I've stuck an advanced miner up there on the copper node, and I'm going to bring the copper down here somewhere. Store the I don't think we need copper ore for anything else, so I better make a storage for that and then do exactly what I did here. So the copper ore will come out and be processed into copper ingots, then the ingots will be processed into plates, then the plates will join the silicon ingots and go to make in this thing, and it'll go and make, I'll show you this because I've got to go back over here anyway. Where is it on here? To make circuit boards. So we'll have storages for not only the silica, but also copper plates and also circuit boards, as well as nails and iron plates. So we're slowly getting there. We're already getting enough of this organics, so we'll need to do a production on the organic side to make food. And if I press V, we'll see it from here. But up here, that's how far forward I can go. It's not letting me go enough, but there is a sulfur node there and a cobalt node just a bit further on. You can't see it from here, but I've got to bring them down. There's some iron as well, and another copper I think up here, but there's also an osmium. So what I'm going to try and do is bring them down, or I suppose the other way I could do it is to move production from here up to this plateau, do it all here, maybe. That might be an easier way. Instead of dragging the copper from over there, I could leave that there and just build a new one up here, and then drag everything up here and do it. I don't know. I really don't know the best way to do it. It's just that this is where you start, this is where I've done it. And we've got to get the ship going at some point. It wants us to build an analyzer to obviously analyze this planet, and the analyzer's that. So I need 2 scanners and 1 computer, but computers need these circuit boards, yada yada, so go around in circles. So what I'm going to do initially, I'm going to bring this down here and do what I said, make everything in the circuit boards. and then we're going to go and probably go up there and get those nodes sorted out and make something. We'll get the cement going here. So we've got, I want to get basically, like I said at the end of episode 1, the raw materials going, and then we can start to plan what we're going to do. And if we rearrange the factory, we rearrange the factory. It's not really a problem. I'm going to use these because I want them gone. I'm just going to check, because I've got 10 food boxes. We've got loads of this. If I grab a couple of stacks of that, I'm going to make some more of these. We've got 10 oxygen, that's enough for now. 40 metal plates. Actually, how many metal plates we got? We've got a fair few metal plates. Put that there. Yeah, I'm going to go out then and bring this down. So run over here because we want. Can I build this factory yet? No. Okay, so we want to put down. We've got that down already. We're going to want it to come to this, and we're going to need a storage in between. So if I bring that lot down and stick it in a storage, let's have a look here. It's going green. Right, so if I build this maybe here, and then it feeds into that factory there, I guess. So if I put a storage, where is it? It's up there somewhere, isn't it? So rotate this round. Get that to come into, got the clipping. Let's let it go in there. So then do one. Take some of this out a bit just in case. Run up here and queue that thing. Where is it? Oh. Try and get up here before I run out of air. Has he turned off this infinite jump that we used to have? Used to have to jump up this, he has as well. I was wondering how long that would last. Get up that way? Oh, I'll still get up there. Just. One. There you go, right. So, we do Q. Grab it on the end of that. And we're going to run it down. Come on, let me go down here. Straight into this storage. Lovely. And then we're going to come out of that storage into one of these. So we want the dual machine there, so if we bring this one to say here somewhere. Dig some of this out. Again, crazy angles, but it seems to allow it. So if I come out of there and go... Oh, it normally allows it. Perhaps I finally found one that it don't allow. That's a new one for me. Right, let's put it a bit further forward. So let's go to perhaps... We want to go over there, so let's go to perhaps there. Q, grab that. There you go, in there. Tell that we want to produce the copper ingots. I'll get some oxygen. Actually, I'll use the oxygen I've got. Why not? Okay, right, so we're coming out of that, we're producing ingots, and then we've got to store the ingots. So until I know what end game we're going to need, or what he's going to add, it's going to be very hard to know exactly what to put here. So we then do Q, and find a conveyor, and then go into there. And then right, what we've got to do is put down this one of these. So we're going to want to make measure plates now and then store that. So if the big factory is going to go here somewhere, I'm going to want to put that kind of... Maybe I'll put it there, if I can. And have it coming out to a storage facing the other way. Because this has got to come out of here and go into a storage. So if we do a storage there, and spin it round and do it something like that. Will that work? Because you're going to have one account. Yeah, it should work actually. So if we do that more like that, it's just a matter of whether these conveyor belts will work. Because it's obviously changed something, made them not too ridiculously strong. So go E, grab some of those. Grab that, stick that in there. So that we want to produce those. They're going to come out there. Right, so the next stage will be to build this. So we need to make a computer, and one computer and 4 rotors. So let's get a stack of these going. We grab a stack of those. Let's see what we need to make rotors. Grab some food. Right, okay, so we've got to make one computer, so do it first. So one computer needs 10 circuit boards and 5 cables. So let's make... Oh, hang on, what do we need of this? See, that needs the ingots. So what I'm going to do on this, I think, is put a splitter. Didn't realise that. So the ingots are all sitting in there. So we are going to have to put a splitter up here that's going to grab... So, right, that won't be enough if we grab another splitter here yet. What we're going to have to do is do like we did on the iron, put a splitter on this. Because this is grabbing all the ores. Mind you, that isn't enough, is that? It looks like one advanced miner feeds 1 setup. Because that's full, I haven't noticed it on the iron, unless the ratio is different. Because this is only just getting enough to keep going. So the obvious thing I can do will be to maybe go in there, just grab those. And then get that other copper node going on the plateau further back, and then have that making cables. So right, let's... how many of those did it need? 5. So we need to make 1. Okay. 1, 2, 3, and 5. Okay. And then we've got to make 10 circuit boards, isn't it? What does that need? That needs 2. So we'll work on that in a minute. So let's make 8 circuit boards if I can. Get these built. And there's 8. Right, and then we've got to build that. Oh, hang on, it's another one. So there's our computer. And then we've got to build 4 of those. So do I have any of those in stock? No. And what do we need to make those? We need 4, didn't we? Didn't it say? For those, so we need 2, 4, 6, 8 cable and the same amount of rubber. So we've got 5 rubber. Grab some of that, please. Let's see. 5, 6, 7, 8, and then we need some 8 of these. Whack these out. Get back to that one, and we should be able to make 4 of these. Right, so that needs that. Right, we can now go out and shove one of those down. How much power does that use? 8. Yeah, loads. Yeah. So if we go out and tentatively stick this down here somewhere. So let's turn it kind of like. What's the outputs? The outputs there. The inputs there. Right, so it's going to go that way. So I'll leave that node showing. So if we put it under there. And we grab conveyor out of that. OMG. I love the way it auto paths, but it's a bit crazy. So that's all going to go in there. This is then going to make circuit boards. And I might not do a storage yet, to be honest. Because if this has stacks of 20, that's 60. It's quite a bit just sitting there. So the next stage will be to get some ingots made for producing cement. So we need another 2 circuit boards and another high beam. So it's great cross. That's nice, isn't it? Yeah, quick it makes them. So it pays to produce. Right, so let's make another. I'll actually a couple of these. So we want to make some of those. So we can now make another one of those. So let's get that production sorted. And I'm not going to put storage on there. I'm going to leave it just running into this for now. Somewhere around there. Got enough, yeah. Out there and into that. We make. Oh. No, maybe not. So hang on, so let's do X. Q. I know you do that then. Is it going to go into another one of these? I wonder. Oh no, it's not going into a cinema. It's got to go into that. I thought it was that. Oh Jesus! Right. Okay. So let's X that first, and that. Can't believe I did that. But anyway, right. Put that there. Shove this stuff into there. So there once it's automatically doing cement, which is great. And then grab out of there and into there. Now we should have loads of cement being produced, which we are. Excellent. So we've gone quite far in such a short spell of time. So we've now got that done. We're producing the copper plates, the silica that is now producing circuit boards and producing cement. We've still got more than enough power. Let's take one of those. And then I've got to go and make some of these. Right, so I need what I'm going to do is grab we've got enough gear, cement and iron rods I can get easily, so we're going there. Let's grab some of these. I need some more of those. Okay, so we've got loads to make this, and then go up here, grab some cement. Stick that one in there, and grab another stack. So we've got more than enough to make that now, so we can make 2 of those. Oh, actually no, we need to make some more gears. We won't have enough gears. You need gears for that as well. Okay, so we'll make some more gears. That done and dusted warrior. How did they need each one? So you're looking at 4, 8. So 16 we need. And to make 2 lots. What have we got here? 12. I'm going to just make a whole load, I think. Right, so we need some more nails. There's a bloody lot of them. Right. So we can easily make that. We can easily make that. And we can easily make those. Right, so if I go up here, what's the temperature? So we're on... Where's the sun? I think the sun's going down. Or it's just coming out. Well, let's head up there and have a look anyway. Right, so if I run up here... I really need to bring everything closer to the ground because we're there. We've got to come up here. We've got to get the sulfur and the cobalt, but I don't think we can process the cobalt. There's another iron there. This I think is the sulfur. There you go. It's a Q. So we stick one of those. Kind of maybe like that. Is that on there? Yeah. And then another one here. So that's the sulfur and the cobalt. We've got to run them out to storages. So if we kind of go get this to come down here a bit. Crazy thing. Right. To there. And do the same for this one. But bring it down this way so it's next to it, kind of thing. To there. That'll do. So they're coming out. The iron we need to work on. This is the osmium, I think, over here, if I remember. Use a bit of oxygen. Yes, that's the osmium. I don't quite know. Trying to find if there's a bit of gold around here. It's just like sulfur, doesn't it? I know if you pick up gold, it gives you more recipes. Well, it used to. Let's run up there and have a look when I see if that is gold. Oh, another copper, so we're going to grab that as well. So that's, hey, our gold. Oh. Nice. What's that? So that's copper, osmium. I'm going to stick one on. Can I build another one? Yes. So let's spin that round. So this will enable us to do the wires. So let's grab that, pull that out, and maybe bring that round down this side here. So if we come down here, and that way, that'll do. Something like, because we're going to have a thingy there, just so I can get hold of it. And then can I build another one on that? Will it let me put it down? But it won't. I don't know if these require special kind of miners. It looks like they do. Yeah. Oh, hang on. How is it? See if it makes it. Oh, yes, it's working. Great. Excellent stuff. So we could come out of that one then, and Jesus Christ, look at that, insane. Kind of like that. Right, can I go there? Right, can I go there? Get to there. There? No, right, gotta get some more plate. Okay. We're running out of oxygen anyway. So if we do 3 and use that. It's unbelievable how much plate conveyors use. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to build everything up here somewhere. So it's near-ish to us here. until I can get that ship running. Because what we've got to do is automate the computers, the beams, the more advanced stuff. Okay, so if we go in here, do I have any stored in here yet? I've got some plates sitting in here, so stack them up. Put that there. That can go on there. Go there for the minute. Add some more out of here. Back in there. Grab that one, grab that one, grab that one. Right, so we can produce, we can still make these. Where's storages? What do they need again? It's just plates. Cool. Right, so if we now... I'm going to grab another bit just in case. Fill my bags up. So I want to grab... let it get halfway on the food, and then I can use one of those new foods that are 50, give you 50, so that should replenish it. I'll get up here before the sun comes out. So we've got copper, we've got osmium, cobalt, we've got sulfur, and we've got an iron node that we'll put down one. So if I grab, so these two are going to be building here, yes, storage and building down here. The copper will do it here. The osmium will do it here, I guess, with the easiest way. So if we do out of that, oops, right there. Right, so out of that, grab that and come down here somewhere. Do. Right, so this copper's got to go into that. Actually, I suppose I could just store it again, do what I did before, so try and create a buffer. So put that perhaps there. Get that one. Get it to work right. It's there. Just one, and I have to delete some of this. Well, can I do a crazy move again? Yep. Look at that. And then do a crazy one on this if I have to. They don't kind of snap, which is annoying. So that's got to be X. And re-put down there somewhere. And then stored from there into that. And these, I suppose, I could delete. How can I delete these? Would it delete X? It's going to delete the whole lot, isn't it? Yeah. That one isn't, so that's handy. So if we go delete this. Right, and then we do our storages. These. One here. So maybe put that one a bit further up there, so say. That. And then this one next to it, roughly. Q. Crazy move, the wrong one. Q. Jesus. Right. And that goes into that. So I then press E. What have I got on me? So this is the sulfur, so go in there. And that's the quartz. So I should shove that in there. That's quartz, is it? I got the wrong damn one. I thought this was cobalt. Where's cobalt then? I'm sure there was a cobalt up here. Perhaps I got it wrong. Granite, granite. Oh, I must have got it wrong. But I'm sure you know there was one here. Shift go down, there you go. So that's iron. Well, I stand corrected, guys. Apologies for that. I honestly thought there was a cobalt up here. Unless this is it. Oh, there you go, look. Oh. Right, can I still build another one? So I want that cobalt. Yes, I can. Right, so let's get over here. It's over here somewhere, I think. That must be it. Yep, it is. Right, so we can stick one on there, because we definitely need this. Like that. So these are going to come down here. Now I don't know whether or not we can do anything with cobalt, as in processing it. So if I stick a little storage here, and run it from there. What does it do with that? I clicked that one. Right, that one there. Storage it. You know? Right, so we're storing everything. The temperature's going out now, so we'll get off of it until night. Or make loads of health. So we're now starting to get the advanced materials, or some of them anyway, to start processing stuff. So I'm going to go in here, replenish everything, and we'll see what we're looking to build. So we should actually have more stuff because we picked up that gold. He hopes. I thought it gave us more stuff. I'm sure it said like a faster, something that was faster. I don't see anything new. Did you see anything in here? Oh yeah. Insulation layer. Saw blade. Interesting, okay. Gold ingot. What about on this one? Ooh, that's new. No, it isn't. That's new. Sensor array. Interesting. That's new. That's the fast rotor. Actually, these are all new. Gold wiring. Plated connector. So that... I wonder where the gold nodes are then. Interesting. Is that? There we go. Okay, so that's going to spice things up. So right, let's press E. Let's see what we need for these things. So we've got... Battery needs cobalt ore and sulfur ore, so we could make that. Just ramp out loads of battery cells and store them. Job done. That needs sulfur and iron plate, a filter, so we could do another one for that if we get the iron node up there working. Because we need down here where this little base is, we could get this going. That would use the two storages that we've got and make iron rods, iron beams, sorry. And then the other iron one, we could make a little production facility up there that would then supply this. We also need to produce this, so we need another copper, which I think we've got up there, that can make the cables, and then the cables come out and get stored somewhere, and then the rubber comes from the organic greenhouse that we can make the rubber with, that then meets up in an advanced factory to produce these. Job done. We've already got circuit boards. The cable could maybe split if it can supply enough, because that needs 2, this needs 5. So this will be slower, but then at least we can produce computers. That's that job done. So then, I don't know whether I need to reduce these. I don't know how many of them are needed for everything, because sensor arrays, it depends what's needed for that. We won't know. Because we've got to build this thing somewhere that needs 2 and 1 computer, so we'll start that at some point. How's the power looking? So 42 watts. So if I put down, I should do a Mark II version wind turbine, because this is crazy. You wouldn't be able to put turbines really together like this. So now at 122, that's better. Right, let's just save, create a backup. So I need to do something at the greenhouse. bring the organics around. I don't know what it's like crossing over conveyors. Does it look hideous? So click that. So if I just draw it from here, I really want a flat area, don't I? I've sorted it. If I do it from here, so let's grab an area there, so there, and then drag it across to here. Oh god, that looks awful. And that'll pull stuff through. So you're going to get clipping. Yeah, if that's the case, devs, you need to work on this. So auto, either raises it, or you give us ways of having conveyor lifts or something, or raising it, basically. We'll see, because the only other way would be to put down, I don't know, get yourself some rocks or something, even one of these for now. So you then put something like this, and then, I don't know, say that. Press your conveyor thingy button, that one. Run it from, it'll do it, over there. Go for it to here. I'd have to go higher. So it's not clipping onto it. That's awful, isn't it? It's kind of like going straight down to the floor. So can you do it there? Press out. So it's only just above it. So it just depends how bulky the product is underneath if you want to add the aesthetics. So yeah, you might have to do 2 blocks high, or 3 blocks high, depending what you want to do. So let's, will it let me get rid of this? Press X on that. 1 then. So you don't delete these, you have to use your mining beam thing on it. Yeah. Well, that's going to add an interesting twist to things. Okay, so let's grab some oxygen. And I'm going to wait some night, and then we'll go out and grab a whole load of get the building sorted out, really. Figure it out, because I might have to move the greenhouse from where it is. But then I've got the same problem with water pipes. It will look hideous having them everywhere, so we'll have to just see what we can do. I'll see you back at night time. Right, I'm still not at the night, but you see the sun's only just rising. So what I've done is I've built, where is it now? This analyzer. So if I put, let's see which way am I going to go? I'm not going to go really anywhere further to this side. So if I put it down here, does it work? Does it go that way or that way? Really know, to be honest with you. Put that. Me. Interesting, okay. So it's telling us what to do on the different stages. So it wants the crafting guide. Okay. So this is what we've discovered. And these we haven't unlocked, and it doesn't give you any help as to say what to do to unlock them. You've got vehicles as well. So it's telling us here that the objective is done, the first part of it. We've got to reach 1,000 meters squared, is that? A fertilized region. So can we zoom into this? No. So we need 1,000 there. How many water filters do we need? Doesn't really say, does it? Next objectives. So create a vehicle energy cell to power your spaceship. Okay, and that needs sulfur. I'm guessing it wants me to put sulfur into one of these. Into an advanced forge, is that, and then into the Well, this is a bit weird. So it wants an assembling bench on the end, and it wants a refiner. So press that again. So it wants, it's either sulfur or gold. I don't know what that is. Into a production center, into an advanced refiner, into the advanced workbench, and then it makes that. Or you've got to discover these, do you reckon? Because that's locked. So have we got any gold on us? Because I did pick some up. We haven't. So where has that gone then? Or is that it? It's copper. Oh no, this is very strange. We picked up gold, and I haven't dropped it off. Unless I put it in that sulfur one by accident, maybe. But I can't get up there to look because we're running out of... Oh, wrong one. We're running out of energy due to the sun's got to go all the way down the other side. I'll put a whole load more of these down. It's crazy that is, but yeah. I suppose what I could do is maybe build an advanced one of these to make the iron rods down here. Kill a bit of time. What does that need again? So that needs a computer and 4 rotors. Right, so we're back to the old chestnut of not having enough. Does that need again? I can't remember. So that needs cable, and cable needs ingots. So I need to go out and grab a stash of these ingots from here, which there should be loads in there now. There. So if we go 1, 2, 3 to make a stash of this copper wire. That's the plan, and then store it locally in here. At least we've got it then. So I'm going to make a whole bunch of these, or 61 of them, and I'll see you in a second. Okay, right, I've built a stack of those and made the other bits, so we can now stick down a factory here that's going to make this. So that we want to make that. I'm not going to add any storage to it yet, because hopefully it'll make enough to satisfy needs for now. There you go. So that, leave that to get on with it. It's another little job done. So we're now automated the beams. So we need to work on. I wonder if I go into that. I don't want it to stop producing. So if I was to put down one of these, let's run over. Actually, run over here. Wherever the output is on this thing. OMG, God, what a place to put it. So if I put a storage then here, I'll put it just about kind of there so I can rotate it around a bit. There, it's going to look hideous, but I don't understand why it puts the output that way. But anyway, so let's run that into there. So that's going to get all of the organics out. Shove it in there, and then we're going to want to, I don't know if it's this or something else that does it. So let's just put that down, have a look. Well, it does that, so it does that, and then it's going to come out of that into another storage that will run this way. So that's making that, so then add that into there. Good. Right, so that's now gonna produce everything we need. It's making the rubber and then storing the rubber. Go back and get some oxygen. It's all getting a bit complicated down here now. So that should have now, nice, so it's got some beams working away. So all we need to do is really get the other copper going to make cables, bring them together in an advanced machine to make these. Job done. Cobalt and sulfur we've got up there, so they can make those. In another advanced machine. That, well, I'm going to make a menu at the minute. This, I don't know how many of these we need. And I'm guessing we're going to need to make that, which then needs that, which needs osmium. I don't know if we can make osmium ingots yet. This can be deleted if I want to leave it there though, because it lets you make food. So we now should have loads of chips. The rubber's appearing in there. And then what we do is we put another one down. Let's put it here, kind of. I need more beams. Go there, grab a stack of them. Those in there. So where were we? We're here. So if we put that kind of like there. What's it need then? Does it need something else? Not enough gear. Right. I'm going to have to automate this gear as well. Constantly seem to be needing that. So, what does that need again? Rods. So, how's the rod situation here? Are these depleting a lot? No, that's fine. So is that right? So I could put a splitter here. I can move this forward a bit. Or delete it. These, right, let's delete these. So I go X, 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 and then put in. I've got to think how to do this now. Because these are level, they're going to cross each other and have some ugliness going on. If I put in a splitter here. So one in, oh, it's going to look horrible, isn't it? Because it's, you've got, and you could stick on top of something like that. No, this ain't going to work. X, 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 X. Yeah, whatever. So that's coming out of that. So if we put that right as close as possible to that, maybe one gap there. Is that right? There. E. Shove those wherever they are in. Where are they now, please? E again, and put more in. Can't find them, which I can't. So that one is producing plates. That one is producing that. So then we do Q, grab that, try and get out of there, into there. That. Did it do it? No. So X. And do it again. There, into there. And then I'm going to have to probably Q. So this splitter, if that's coming out, I'm going to have to put it here somewhere. Let's see if I can work my magic on this. So if I put that there, come down here, grab some of them, and then put in between. Oh, well, let me rotate them. Quite grim. Okay. Can I put rocks down? That looks even more hideous. So, cement. Right, whatever you do, whatever blocks you decide to put down, it's horrible because you can't rotate them. They're fixed to this grid, which means you've got to start building to the grid. So so that's going to come out into there. This one's going to, well, that one's going to hopefully feed that. And this one's going to come across. So if I do a block there, block there, block there, block there. Let's see how grim this is going to look. I'm trying to get it to go over the conveyors. So that is it out, is it? Something to do? Out. There. That would then come out. So we don't need a split for this one yet. We will probably. Oh Jesus. Okay. Christ, it kills you quick, doesn't it? 3. So that's coming out to there. So if we then go from that kind of down to there, that works. So out of there to, go on, in you go, there. We've got spare output here, which is great. And then that's got to kind of go into there. Oh, interesting. Okay, so is that stopping on there? Oh, it is as well. Right, so that's not work. So, X, is it? X. Do this again, so I'll join this up. Right, there you go. Kind of like that. Hopefully that'll work. It kind of sticks on that thing to one, so I'll get rid of that. There you go, now will it work? It's like a gap. Now is that because this is kind of irritating? It's like, right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this off. I'm going to scrap this idea. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. I want that. On that. Okay, X that. X that. X that. X that. Right, I'm going to run it straight in to these storage. What I need to do is to get rid of these storages, make them nearer. So if I do X, create the storages, put them as close as I can, kind of like there and there. Line up or not, see if it works. No, so we've got to do X again. Devs, you really need to get the alignment, maybe press a control key or something and it aligns it up with the object you're facing. It's really quite awkward to do. It's probably something you planned, but I've got to ask. Because it's irritating the way it works at the minute. So that goes straight X. I come out of there and into there. Yeah. Up there and into there. Great. And then we go E. E. Try and dump as many of these in as I can before it fills them up. E. Go through to X. And same for this. E. E. Off right there. E. Grab that off. E. Done. X. That's better. Right, then we can go X. Rid of that. X, rid of that. So can I grab those? Grab those. Make a load more. So I want to dump these in the storage. Loads of everything here. And then try and empty this out. Change this around a bit. What's that? What's that? And then I've got to basically, I'm going to have to come out this way and then out. Yes, if I put a splitter for this one here, I'm going to allow for that. Mind you, the ship's going to move, so I could put this splitter there. So if we kind of go, oh no, I can't put it there. This is going to interfere with the conveyor here, you see. I'll have to put this there, kind of. So then try and make it so it comes over, and then this one kind of like here. Maybe come out this way a little bit with it. Put it kind of there. Alright, circuit boards. Again, it's tricky there, so if I could come out of there, run into that, and then this one runs into there. When we have to use this, we'll have to build this up, and then we put the advanced machine thing here, so they're coming in there. So we could put this maybe that way. Well, that to make then Q. So you're going to have one coming out of there. It's going to go to the input there. Well, that looks hideous, so I'm going to take that off. And that. I want to come out there. We just won't be able to use that side yet. So there to there. And then this one's an obvious one to go out of. To there. So then it's going to be making our beams again, and then we've got to go back in here. We're going to make rotors, weren't we? No, it couldn't have been rotors. What are we going to make now? This? No, it weren't that. Computers? Yes, we could make them, but we haven't got enough cable. Doing the beams. Can't think what we were going to do. Something more basic. Oh, that was it. Gear. So we can put that into a producer. Now, if I go out here, theory, if I grab some of these. How does this work now? There, 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 there. I'm just trialing this to see how this works, because I haven't really played a bit much. Because my thoughts are, if I build a kind of semi-platform thing here, right, so we come out of there, go straight into a producer, like so. Maybe angle it a bit. Oh, I need the gear. Right, so let's make a whole load of gear. So that's going to need... What stuff have I got now? I'll grab that. The... that for now. If we come over here, produce down again, so we want to kind of store it that kind of angle, don't we? So let's see if I can put it down, see what it does. So out of that, no, so it's too acute angle. So how much copper plate have I got? Not enough. So if I go to that, can I grab one of those? If we put down some more platforms, it'll let me. It doesn't let you do it from the top by the look of it. There it does. But then it goes above. There. There. Is that enough for me to get something going here? So if I grab that producer again, so we really want it facing there. Come out of this into that. So that we want to produce gear and then store the gear kind of like it's the ship about the way as the plan here. There. I bet that's too much. That's too much of an angle. I can see it is already. So get rid of that. Q. Forward a bit there. Now that might work. So out of that into there. Excellent. Right, we've now done the gear. Just hope that we've got enough coming in. So let's do everything. Eat one of those, breathe some oxygen, and it's now night now. So we need to build Q. We need to get some more beams. So we're gonna need those. We need we're gonna need a whole stack of beams. We need some rotors as well. Yeah, so I'm gonna go and grab those. So what is involved with rotors again? Cable and rubber. We've got any? We've got cable. We've got loads. Rubber we should have over here. Oh, I didn't build it, did I? Alright, so grab some of these and we'll make some rubber. I've actually got to produce that, can't I? So let's grab what beams we can get out of this. Stick that one back in. Grab a stack of those. Do we have any of that in there? Let's have a look. Empty the crap that's in here. So yeah, we've got plenty of these sitting in here. Okay, so we also got loads of iron beams. Okay, right. So let's make some of these. How many do I need for that? I've got one rotor sitting there I just saw. So we need to have let's make 8 just so I've safeguarded myself. So we need 7. And how many of those did make it a rotor? 2. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 we need, don't we? Whether we'll have enough rubber, I don't know. At least I will have. There we go, 20 of them, that'll do for now. So let's... How much cable have I got? I've got loads of cable over here, didn't I? Yeah, so we've got plenty of cable. Let's now make some of these rotors. That done and dusted. At least then we know we've got enough materials to make the advanced. Machine. So right, Q. So we've got plenty to make that. Circuit boards. Yep. Well, if anything, we just need a bit more of the cement. Should be outside. grab a stack of that. Alright, let's run up here and see what we can do. I want to start getting some of this done. So we need cobalt and sulfur. And cobalt is coming out of that. The sulfur's sitting on one of these, I think. I'm trying to think where the damn gold was. Yeah, so there's gold. There we go, that's what I mind. So the sulfur's sitting in there. So what I need to do is let me think now. I'm going to do this. In there we've got the cobalt, so we need to build that. It's going to have, it's not cobalt, it's silicon, so that's quartz. What I might have to do is move that and stick it up here so it's out of the way, so it can go over any conveyor belts coming from this. Because I've got to basically shove this down here somewhere, but put a splitter on that along the way. So if we put this kind of like there, let's say for argument's sake, stick a splitter here somewhere for this one. So if we do it a trying to figure out what the hell we're trying to make. It's not showing up. So it needed cobalt and sulfur, something it did. But it's obviously not any of this. Ah, battery cell, that don't. That's producing batteries, good. That's copper again, so we want to stick one of these down here. Maybe across this way a little bit. And oops. Grab that. Keeps doing it. I select this one and it moves, it kind of glitches. So that's going to make copper ingot. And then the ingot's going to come out to a storage again. Over there, say there. Storage is going to go into one of these. Just about. We're going to go that way actually, because we're going to try and meet up with the rubber into that. That is going to tell it to make that. That's going to store that. Kind of like here. I've definitely got to redo the quartz alignment. Right, good. At least we're getting somewhere now. So we're producing that. We are producing the cells. Grab 20 of them. Actually, I'll grab 40 of them. Store them down there. Oxygen. Excellent. Okay, so, and can we do anything with osmium? Hang on, I've probably got to refine it, haven't I? I'll do something with it like this. So if I put that there, can that do anything? Osmium ingots, there you go. Q, will that allow me to do that from there? No. X. So do it a little bit further. I'll do it further over that way. So I've got enough space. The osmium ingots. Then straight out to storage. Somewhere there, do. Excellent. Run back down here. So we've got the cobalt making the batteries. We've got sulfur sitting in there. We've got the wire. It's great, and we've now got osmium ingots. So what we need to do is bring up down here the rubber, make it into stuff, and then we use that to make these rotors. What I want to do is make the rotors down here so it feeds some sort of storage here, maybe. I'm probably going to have to move the base, so this base won't be here, it'll be further up the hill. At least then I can produce more. So that needs, there you go, cable and rubber. And the other sulfur we're going to use an output to throw that with some iron plates from the iron mine up there to make filters. Now, I haven't made it yet, so we're going to make this now, this thing. One of these for ourselves. Press Q, and there it is, and stick it on our backpack. And it's giving us more energy. Good for that. I should have done that ages ago. So right, E, we want to make antennas, I suppose, which is going to need copper plate and iron rods. I suppose we could just use the surplus, because if you come out here, because I'm not storing these, so this is almost at max. Is it using many? Yeah, so it's just keeping up, that is. So is that. So while that's building, you can't really remove, you know, you've got storage, you can remove a few, but that's why I'm not storing that, because until I know how many we need, it's going to be a hard one to do. I've got to make because that's just producing that, so I need to put another one of these down, because we've got to go up that hill somewhere. So if I put that, put it here, against that maybe. Tell that you want to make rubber. Grab that out of there and just feed it straight in. Oh, not enough plate, so I've got to get some plate. But have I got any in storage? Let's have a quick look. There's the power looking. I'm going to need to do some more power. Guess I've got some in plate and storage here, so let's grab these. Never get too much of the stuff. Let's stick that there. I'll also take a stack of them, because sometimes I need. Okay, right, so let's run back here. And we don't want to block that path, so if I do a storage there, I'm going to do a storage kind of like here, so we can run out and over that. So that to that, that to that. I'll leave that to produce it, whack some of those in. Lovely. Then it comes out and stores in it. Excellent. So I can leave that running now to fill up with that. And what I might have to do is delete a couple of these and reposition them somewhere else. And run the conveyor from here up that will join the other machine up there that is producing the cables with a advanced one like this. And then let that build away. Because that's going to make the rotors. I also need to do one of these. So the cable I'm going to put a splitter on, and I need to run the circuit boards as well. It's a shame I haven't got space here. But, you know, I can delete this, it's going to make a little bit of space, but not enough. So I'm going to probably, at some point, have two productions, one up a hill and one down a hill. And then run these. I need to start getting a bus going, to be honest with you. But because I don't really know where everything is, you know, here's our little green area, and here's where we are, so copper, and these other ones. So the production's here at the minute, most of it. And then this will become more of a main production area for now. I've got to put more of the green stuff down, so I'll probably put another one along here. I might put another one of those gas converter things and a couple of 100-litre things, and put another couple of those fertiliser things down here. See if that works. But mind you, I need to know where the heat is. Where did it say it's too hot? This is what that analyzer thing does. So E. See, we are. I didn't let you see the map. Is that it? There you go. Oh no, hang on. E again. It's not very big, but looking at this thing here, we're here. So there's the fertilizer thing that was making it green. We need to. I don't think we're going to be able to put them here because it's too hot. So I might have to put them next to this, just to convert this lake a bit more this side. That's, I think, radioactive. And that's cold. So we've got all of this to convert until some sort of, and that's really hot. Until we find a way of being able to shield ourselves. Really cold, 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 cold. Bloody radioactive stuff. Hot, very hot. So it's asking us to basically increase the fertilised region. So at some point I'm going to have to, when I get the mats done, dump some more of those things down there. And I will probably, looking at this, so that's going all green there. I might even put another one. See, there's the water, I think. Is that? No, it isn't. I thought it was. Right, so that's gas stroke water in there. But I might do another couple of those thingies and pumps. And then do the fertiliser wherever it is here, come out of the range of it, so near enough near the conveyor, and do another one, and maybe do another one next to it here, to see if it works, if it goes green, because by the looks of it, this is too barren and hard. This is the hot area, this isn't. So yeah, that will be interesting to see how that one works out. So we're getting there, that's the main thing. We've got a lot further than we did before, so if we look at our little setup now, we started out with these in the wrong place and we've now changed it around. Hopefully we can jump over this. I'm going to move the base. The base is going to go up here somewhere. And the fertiliser, because I've got one there, I could stick one over here and then another one up here somewhere. So it goes green here. I don't know whether it penalises you if it's on your factory. So I've got to run a belt out of here all the way up here. And I've also got to take the circuit boards out of here, all the way up here. I could, in theory, while, you know, because I've nearly finished this episode now, episode 2, I could delete the whole lot of this and move the lot up here. Or even over here. The trouble is this isn't flat. And if I move up there, it's hot. So you're going to get penalised every time the sun's out. So it's not ideal. I'll have to think on it. Mind you, there you go. I can move our little base there and stick it up here. Or over here. Don't really matter. That frees up a little area here. Or the other way I could do it is to grab a load of these rocks and flatten an area out here. Run it down, but I don't think it's going to be big enough. Because I think what they want you to do is get your ship going so you can find an ideal area. We'll see what happens. So let's press V, get out of that. So we need to put some more of these down. So can I build those? No, so I need 5 organic. So grab that, grab those. And they need 30 litres of each. And that produces 100 litres. The question is how much water will one of these... I mean, how many litres of water is there? It looks like it's loads. Do this again. So if we come up here, we've got another one there. So I could run along here maybe. This is all green. What's that? Is that? It's another iron. Okay, that's another iron. So if I press Q and shove one of these here, and just run a pipe up here, kind of like hug the line. Maybe put it there. I don't know if you build this from here, does that mean that's the way it runs? I'll sort it, try and find out. So I've got enough materials to go this far. It's not really... Oh, it's telling me there, 36. I'll just put it straight through a rock. Okay, right, so let's have a look here. Excuse my cat, it's one of the numbers of the kittens telling me she wants attention. So if I go back through here, is that going up? Yeah. So let's let that finish going to see. I'll probably have to build another one. But then again, the first one did 500 odd. So maybe I won't. So we'll see how far that goes. Up there. Can't believe it put it through a rock. Oh dear. Right, so we are using a fair amount of power. So have I got enough plates here? No. Let's grab the last of the plates out of this. Because we need to get another iron ore going. More plates, etc. Because when this is, if this is all needed, these beams for something else, you know, down the line, more advanced, this won't keep up. So we're going to have to produce more. Of that. So Q. I need some more of those as well. So that's going there. We're still using those, isn't it? So what's going on within? That's finished. Oh, it's this one. Right, okay. How full is it? Jesus. E out of that. Getting a ship, I think. So E in there. That's nearly full, so we won't be far. I'll grab one stack. So this isn't keeping up. So we definitely need to get another iron going. We've got a problem growing here. I need to grab one lot of those. We need to redo some of these. So we're going to be going up the hill from here. So we're going to go out here somewhere, straight up there. So if I up here a bit, get these over here somewhere. I know it's hot. Bear with me. There. I've got enough iron rods typically. And then X. So should do it now. So if we run up there, we've got another 100 odd power sitting there. maybe, yeah, go this side of this thing up here. And then split it further up. Okay, so that works there. These didn't, the split, I suppose I needed that one. I didn't really need this to be split, because you can't really use these unless the other productions are stopped. But the minute you use any of these, it's going to start drawing big time on it. So I need, the only other way is to feed another iron node wherever, do this kind of setup on it, feed the output, and change this again so it can have a merger. You know, but you don't really want one central area to do them. I don't know what else is down there. I can't go over this too hot. Right. Yeah, I'm going to leave it here for this episode, guys, and I'll see you in episode 3. And what I plan to do is, when you next see the episode 3, I'm hopefully going to have the conveyors going up there, and the production done with the storage for what's needed. And if it works, get to the next stage of this terraforming thing that it wants me to do. Because it's going up very, very slowly. It should work. I might wait actually until this has gone to 1,000 so we can see what we've got to do next. I don't understand this here. I really don't. It's like it's telling you, that's sulfur, isn't it? We've got gold on us. Yeah, it's not gold, it's like a triangle kind of shape, isn't it? Look at that again. Yeah, that's not gold. So that must be sulfur. If I hover over, does it tell you? No. Well, I'm guessing it's sulfur into a production, into an advanced forge, into the advanced workbench, makes that. But it's not telling you what to make, or what comes out of it. Very confused. And then it's material analyzer. Is this something you get from the next phase? That's phosphorus, uranium. That's not. That's, oh, sulfur. Yeah, it is sulfur. There you go. It's telling you on there. Oh. So it's completed and hasn't really. Oh, should have done it while we're staring at it. Right, it's completed. So tell us what we've got to do. So E. Our next objective is to build an area fertilizer to enhance the quality of vegetation, which is that long thing, and reach 2,000. And then when you complete your next objective, you unlock that, improve your analysis radar, and a living compartment. Still locked. Maybe so let me see. If I just plonk that down, if I make 4 filters, there's some sulfur. Did I have any of that here? No. So let's dump some bits in there. And that. Let's grab some sulfur if I can without dying. Quickly run up here and grab a stack. Go on. Let me get up here before it goes. Grab and grab. I'll grab one of them as well. Right down. So we're back in here. So we've got, so if I can make, what does it need? That needs filters. So yeah. So it needs how many filters? 4. Let's make 4 of these. 1, 2. Because I wonder if I just place it, whether it'll give me the tech. perhaps that's what it wants you to do. How many have I got now? I can't see them. 3, so another one. I'm out of here, and let's just plonk it there for a minute. Because it gives you tech, you see. The minute you plonk stuff down. Exit. We're back in here. Now, what's it given us? That's what we're after. So that's what it wants us to make. So we need to get refined cobalt, and I'm guessing refined cobalt comes from an advanced refiner. Let's have a look here. So if we stick that back down, we should be able to build it again. You press E and do that. Refined cobalt. There you go. So it has to go in there, and this is the ceramic sulfuric acid from sulfur. Interesting. Okay. So that's going to be the next episode. We'll start having a look, see what's going on in there. We've got nothing new here, have we? Other than that. So we need to build that so we can then power our ship, which enables us to go and explore. Yes? That's the plan. Maybe we've got to discover some hidden base or something, I don't know. But I'm going to leave it here, guys. I've gone further than I planned because we found things out. It's exciting. But thanks for watching. If you like what you see, do subscribe, like, and hit the notify button, and you'll be made aware of everything that I create. And I look forward to seeing any of you guys in the next episode. Do comment, and until then, take it easy. Catch you later.